lastly, we're going to do our lesson 2 cool down. So we want to think a little bit more, now that we've had a little bit of experience, we want to think about, well, what does each representation kind of help us see a little bit more specifically? All right, so the dot plot, the histogram, and the box plot all represent the same data. So what information can be most easily seen in the box plot? Well, I would say that box plot tells us the exact battery life for each phone. We can easily see the minimum and the maximum, and we can usually see the mode, which you remember is the most. Okay, what about the histogram? Well, information that can be easily seen, well, we can definitely easily see the frequency, because that's easy to read read all the bars and how high they are. So we can easily see the frequency. We can see the ranges of data, but we actually don't know for sure whether or not we really know the min and the max, because this bar contains 2 phones that have a battery life of between 2 and 3 hours, but we don't know if the minimum is actually 2, or maybe it's more like 2.3, or maybe it's more like 2.8. We're not really sure. So it really tells us easily, gives us the frequency and the ranges of data. And then lastly, for the box plot, hopefully what should jump out at us is we can definitely see the min and the max. The min over here on the left, the max over here on the right, and we can easily see the median, which is the middle, which is that middle line of the box. So if you're asked to find the median battery life, you know it right away. If you're asked to find the min or the max, looking at the box plot, you know it right away. So if you want to get really specific, the dot plot is your way to go. If you really want to get more of a general idea, you might like a box plot. And if you kind of want to see things that are nice, what we're kind of used to seeing when it comes to data, something that's familiar, we're probably going to want to use a histogram. So we got positives and negatives, but we want to think about what type of information can we most easily see from each representation.